Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Time to get real. Today we're talking about our sixth success habit for our success challenge. And so I'm still having people ask me what our challenge is. So our challenge is going to be a 21-day success challenge called the Real Life Success Challenge that you are going to practice 10 habits for 21 days that total less than 1 hour a day so that you can kind of build a foundation for setting yourself up to be successful for this real life or these real life goals, whatever they are for you. So this is not a nutrition challenge. This is not a weight loss challenge. This is not a food challenge. This is not a fitness challenge. This is not, let's see how much weight I can lose in 21-day challenge. This is starting from the very beginning to practice incorporating habits that we should be making a part of our everyday lives in order to grow on a personal level, in order to continue to work towards and create that motivation and these habits that will lead us to success in every aspect of our real life, relating, eating and exercise, achieving, and loving yourself. And so today we are talking about our sixth success habit that you'll be practicing daily, which is writing. Okay, so writing things down. Now, if you are sitting there going, I don't like to write things down, I don't like to journal, I'm not a touchy-feely person, I also admit that I am not a touchy-feely person who likes to write things down. But I'm not asking a lot of you. I'm asking you to give writing a chance in a very structured, minimal, um, doable, easy way. Okay, so for us, what I'm asking you to do for this challenge for writing is there's three pieces of writing that you're going to have to do. And the first one is actually the hardest. All right, so for this challenge, you will be getting emailed once you sign up a paper or a document that looks like this, which you will download and you will print and you will come up with what your goal is for this challenge, and you're going to use the rabbit hole method to discover the purpose underneath that goal or behind that goal. And we're going to walk through this together after you sign up. And so this is your first step, and this is probably going to be the most time consuming writing piece that you're going to have, because it might take you a little while to figure out what it is that you want and why it is that you're doing this. And so we'll talk more about that, but that's writing piece number one. So we'll do that. Now, the second thing I'm going to ask you to do is to write down each day out of these 21 days, three things that you're grateful for each day. That's really it. So, three things every day that you're grateful for, and you can do that in any form that you wish. So, you could do that digitally if you have a journaling app or a notes app, or you just want to text yourself, I don't care. All right, so whatever way you want to journal, if it is digitally, I want you to start thinking about that now. You can write down on a piece of paper or get a notebook, call it my gratitude notebook, and every day write down three things that you're grateful for. And I'll give you examples of mine in a minute. You could get a nice journal if you want. I've shown you this before, but this is mine. This is the 5-minute journal. And I like this because it gives me spots every day. It says right here, what am I grateful for? And it has 3 lines, and I fill them out. It's very, very simple, So I don't care in what way that you journal those 3 things that you're grateful for every day, but that is what you're going to do. And why are you doing that? Because it is difficult to be upset or negative or in a bad mood or, angry or depressed, when you are focused on the things that are good in your life, the things that give you happiness, the things that you are grateful for, the people, the places, and the things that you're grateful for, it's hard to be difficult or it's hard to be upset when you're focused on what it is that you're grateful for. And I don't think, well, I don't know about you, but I know I wasn't focused on those things enough. We're tend to be focused on the bad things more than the good things. And this is going to bring those to the foremost in our mind. And you're going to start every day out with gratitude. So that is your second journaling piece or writing piece of this challenge, is to write down 3 things every day that you're grateful for, and that will take you less than a minute. Okay. And then the last thing you're going to do for journaling or writing for this challenge is to just check off your success habits every day as you practice them. And so your tracker is going to look like this. Again, this will be emailed to you, and you will download it and print it out. And I have your 10 success habits listed here. I've got the dates listed across the top. And as you practice them, ideally in the morning, you make a check mark, and that's it. Now, if there's a day that you plan to take off from one of the habits. So let's say that Sunday is your rest day for exercise, and you are planning to not exercise on Sunday. You would just put a circle on that day. So check or X all the days that you complete these success habits. Put an O next to any day or any planned time off. And then let's say that you have every intention of doing your success habits for that day, and you just don't. So that was me on Saturday. I did not wake up intending not to do my personal growth in the morning. I just got up, got busy, and chose not to. And so if you do something like that, I'm just going to ask you to black out the square and just color it in black. Now, what is the purpose of that? So I'm going to show you. So this is mine that I've been using. All right. You see all the X's there. You see the O. I plan to take a rest day. But look at these black squares in here. This was this weekend. It's just a big scribble mess. That makes me so mad. That makes me so like, why did you do that, Dawn? Really? And it's motivation to not do that again. When I look at those black squares and I had made a commitment and then I did not follow through on my commitment, it makes me think twice about doing that again, because I don't like the way I feel when I don't keep track of that or follow through with that commitment. And so this tracker, if you look at it as you fill it up, you're going to create a chain. You're going to create a chain of success that is in black and white that you can see, and you're going to love accumulating all those X's. And you feel and you can see, you have proof that you are working towards being the best possible you. Okay, so those are the journaling pieces you're going to do for this challenge. Again, at the beginning, we're going to write down our goal and then figure out the purpose for reaching that goal. You're going to write down 3 things that you're thankful for each day, and you're going to check off your success habits as you practice them. That is it. So there's very little time spent journaling, so do not let that stop you. I've already had a couple people say, I don't know, I just don't know, I don't like to write. I'm not asking you to write a book, okay? Here's what I hope, though. I hope that if we start small with all of these habits, that they will build and lead to something bigger and more productive and more effective. And you see the value in investing some time, and you begin to change your thought process to maybe becoming somebody who writes things down, because to have that in black and white in front of you is extremely important. And says, by getting our thoughts out of our head and putting them in writing, you gain valuable insights you would otherwise never see. And so I thought I would just kind of touch on a few reasons that you want to begin to put things down in writing in black and white, so you kind of create this history of gratitude, or of insight that you can look back on and use to improve and to grow from. So one of the benefits of writing things down to gain clarity. The process of writing something down forces us to think through it enough to understand it. Journaling will give you more clarity, allow you to brainstorm and help you work through problems. To capture ideas. Journaling helps you not only expand your ideas, but also prevents you from losing the important ideas that you may want to act on in the future. That's the kind of practice or the kind of writing I practice all the time. If I get an idea about something I want to talk about or tell you, I scribble notes everywhere, and then I go back through those notes so I don't forget. Because I forget things all the time. Learning things at work, people can show me, and that's great, but I need to write it down and then I need to go and do it for me to learn it. And so to review lessons, it enables you to review all the lessons you've learned. That's a big one for me. And then to acknowledge your progress. And that's kind of what this tracker is going to be for you. It's wonderful to go back and reread your journal entries from a year ago to see how much progress you've made. It's one of the most empowering, confidence-inspiring, and enjoyable experiences. It really can't be duplicated any other way. So who knows you better than you? And if you don't know yourself that well, it's time to start making journal entries in order to get to know yourself so that you see where your biggest strengths are, your biggest weaknesses are, and how you've improved and how you still need to improve. Okay, so that's kind of it on journaling. It's really going to be simple, the writing aspect of it. So what I want you to do today, what I want your action step to be for today, is to decide what format you are going to use for our real life success challenge. Okay, so are you going to journal digitally? Is there an app or a spot in your phone or on your computer that you're going to do that? Set that up today. Are you going to journal, hard copy, pen to paper? And are you going to do that in a notebook? And if so, get your notebook. And are you going to do that in some kind of, beautiful journal that you can keep and look back on over the years? So I start every day like this, 3 things I'm grateful for. And they're really simple today, but I'm going to read you mine from today. It says, I am grateful for Janie sitting on my lap. And Janie is one of my 5 cats, and she is very skittish, and she very rarely likes to be around people. And she hopped up on the chair today with me and sat on my lap while I was doing my miracle morning. And I just got to pet her and just enjoy her. I love cats. And so I was thankful for that. I am grateful for Tick coming back to feed her babies. Tick is one of my other cats. She was stray, and she was out all night last night, and I always worry if she's not coming back. So I was grateful she came back today, and I'm not a crazy cat lady, I promise. And then the last thing I was grateful for, I am grateful for the opportunity to create something new. So I'm excited to, I didn't ever think of myself as a creator. Maybe I'm just not an artist per se. I don't like to paint or sculpt or anything like that, but I do like to create. And so I'm always grateful for the opportunity to create something new. So those are my 3 today. Practice today, set yourself up, decide on your journal style, and then today write down 3 things you are grateful for. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.